Hi everyone, we are continuing with the problems of chapter 2b, question number 9. Here you can see the diagram. In the diagram, it is a triangle and a weight of 100 Newton is going to push through a height, a slanting height 5 meter, and from its original position, it displaced a height 3 meter. So here the question is, a block weight 100 Newton is pulled up a slope of length 5 meter by means of a constant force. First sub question, what is the work done by the force F in moving the block A 5 meter along the slope? So first you are asked to find the work done when this block is moved along the slope. So work done is force into displacement. We will get 500 joule. Second sub question, what is the increase in potential energy? Increase in potential energy. Initially block is on the ground floor and it occurs a height 3 meter. You can see here is the 3 meter. So from here, this is only the slanting height, but from this ground level, it reaches the height, this position. So the distance travelled is 3. So in that case, work done is force into displacement. We will get 100 into 3, 300 joule. Third sub question is, find the difference in work done by the force applied and the increase in potential energy. So we get 500 minus 300 joule, that is 200 joule. Next question, question number 10. Find the kinetic energy of a body of mass 1 kg. So mass is given here 1 kg, moving with a uniform velocity 10 meter per second. So it's a direct question. Mass and velocity is given. You are asked to find the kinetic energy. Formula for kinetic energy, half mv square. Half into 1 into 10 square. You will get the answer 50 joule. Fine. Next, question number 11. If the speed of a car is halved, how does its kinetic energy change? So the question is very simple. The speed of the car is halved. How does the kinetic energy changes? So the initial kinetic energy, normally the car is moving with a particular energy, kinetic energy, that we will take it as half mv square, our general formula. Now they are saying the velocity or speed of the body is half. That means here v, this is the velocity of the car. The v becomes half of v by 2. V becomes v by 2. Then what will happen to its final kinetic energy? So final kinetic energy is equal to half m instead of this v. This is the initial velocity, but in the question it is mentioned velocity is half. So instead of v, we can write v by 2 all square. Instead of v square, v by 2 all square. Now changing the bracket, we will get half m v square by 4, 2 square 4. Now we can take this divided by 4 as 1 by 4. So kinetic energy final equals 1 by 4. Taking it outside the bracket, we will get half mv square. And we already know half mv square is kinetic energy initial. So instead of half mv square, what we can write? We can write kinetic energy initial. That is kinetic energy final means half of kinetic energy initial. That means the final kinetic energy, if it will be reduced to 1 by 4. How much was its initial kinetic energy? Its 1 by 4 will be only its final energy. That means final energy will be reduced. Next, question number 12. Calculate the decrease in kinetic energy of a moving body if its velocity is reduced to half. In question number 11, we already studied if the velocity is half, kinetic energy will become 1 by 4th. 1 by 4th of its initial energy. So actually this kind of questions will come as a 1 mark question. You don't want to substitute, but you should study it by heart. That is, when the velocity is halved, kinetic energy will become 1 by 4. So here the question number 12 is, calculate the decrease in kinetic energy. How much energy is decreased from its original position? So when velocity is half, the new kinetic energy will be 1 by 4th of the initial kinetic energy. This statement we already proved with question number 11. So here they are asking how much decreased. So decrease in kinetic energy means 1 minus 1 by 4. So you could have asked why I took here 1. initial kinetic energy, simply KE we will say it as 1 KE, 1 into KE. In question number 11 we got 1 KE is 1 by 4th of initial. So from initial kinetic energy 1 we are subtracting 1 by 4. Then we will get 3 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4. Initially, if the kinetic energy initially, if it was 1, generally we used to take initial as 1. So initially the kinetic energy was 1. Once the velocity is reduced to half, its final velocity becomes 1 by 4. So initial kinetic energy was 1 and final kinetic energy was 1 by 4. So it's decrease. Actually we used to say final energy, initial energy is 100, final energy is 500. How we used to find the decrease? 500 minus 100. The same way, initial it was 1 and it reduced by 1 by 4. So decrease will be 1 minus 1 by 4 equals 3 by 4. Next, question number 13. Two bodies of equal mass are moving with the uniform velocities v and 2v. Find the ratio of their kinetic energies. Whenever they are asking ratio, you have to do like this. So two bodies moving with the two bodies of equal mass. So we can write half mv square is equal to half mv square. Equal mass. So there will be no change in m. Equal mass moving with a velocity v and 2v. So what is here difference? V and 2v. Now we are asked to calculate the ratio. So we can cancel the general terms. Half and half will get cancelled. M and M, both LHS and RHS are equal. Then we are free to cancel. So what remaining? V square by 2v square. Changing the bracket. 2 square is 4. So we can write 4v square. Again v square and v square cancel. So here what remaining is 1. And there it is 4. So the ratio is 1:4. Next, question number 14. A car is running with a speed 15 km per hour while another similar car means mass will be constant. Similar car is moving with a speed 45 km per hour. Find the ratio of the kinetic energy. Again, as same as question number 13. Find the ratio of kinetic energies. Half mv square equals half mv square. We can cancel half m, half m. Here the first velocity is given 15, second velocity is given 45. So 15 square is to 15 square. You can just multiply 15 into 15, 45 into 45, that is 45 square, and you can cancel. Or in an easy way you can say 15 and 45 will get cancelled. How many 15s are there in 45? 15 into 3. So we can write here 1 and here cancel and you can write 3. Again 15 and 15. So here 1, here 3. So 1 into 1, 1. 3 into 3 you will get 9. So the final ratio of their kinetic energy is 1:9. Next, question number 15. A ball of mass 0.5 kg slows down from a speed of 5 meter per second to 3 meter per second. So already a ball is rolling on the ground. The mass of the ball is 0.5 kg. It is moving with a speed as 5 meter per second, and finally it comes to rest, reduces its velocity to 3 meter per second. Calculate the change in kinetic energy. You are just asked whether it is increase or decrease, no problem. Here just the question is change in kinetic energy. So first we can calculate the kinetic energy, whether it be final or initial. We are not saying it is in the starting point or ending point. So we can take the first kinetic energy, half mv square, half into mass into first velocity, 5 square. Then second kinetic energy initial equals half into mv square, half into 0.5 into 3 square. So we got the first energy is 6.25, second kinetic energy is 2.25. So change in energy, change means we just subtract 6.25 minus 2.25, you will get 4 joule. So that is the change in kinetic energy. Next, question number 16. A cannonball of mass 500 gram So mass of a given ball is 500 gram. Gram is not the SI unit. So we should convert it to kilogram. That is 0.5 kilogram. Is fired with a speed of 15 meter per second. So velocity of the ball is 15 meter per second. Find its kinetic energy and momentum. So here it's a momentum is a new term. We already studied about this momentum. P is equal to mv in class 9. When we studied the laws of Newton's laws of motion. In that second law of motion we studied momentum. P is equal to mv. So here we are going to use that same formula again. So first we can find the kinetic energy, half mv square, half into 0.5 into 15 square. You will get 56.25 joule. And momentum is denoted by the alphabet P. P is equal to mv, mass into velocity. So here the mass is 0.5, the same mass. And the velocity is 15, just multiply 0.5 into 15, you will get the answer 7.5 kilogram meter per second. SI unit of mass is kilogram, SI unit of velocity is meter per second. So SI unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second.